All right. I tell you what, I'm looking at my watch and I'm counting down at 12 o'clock, and it's a few seconds. We got a few seconds, and it's going to be lunchtime. Now, if this was in the days like, like in the days of Fred Flintstone, when they got that big lunch bell and everybody just kind of rolled out and ran out for lunch, I'm not exactly feeling that way, but I'm counting it down, and it's 12 o'clock where I am, and it's 12 o'clock where a lot of you guys might be right now. And if it is not, well, take this moment and enjoy it with us, because we turn this into not just lunchtime. This is noontime, my time. We are reclaiming our time. We're taking our time back, and we're going to calibrate. We're going to shake off some stuff that may have kind of gotten us a little shaken up today, or some things that could probably have gotten up under our skin. We're going to let that go. That's what we're going to do. We're going to let it go. So before I get in here and start talking too much, I want you guys to go ahead and tap in where you are watching from. Go ahead and tap in. Let me know where you're from. You know where I'm from. Carolina girl. Mm-hmm. Down south. Down south girl. Brown south girl, if you really, really, really know. So you can tap in where you're from. I hope you guys have had a really productive and a really great work week. You know, we do all of this for a reason. We do it all for a love and a cause. Yeah. So before we get into the show, somebody go ahead and tap in and let me know where you're from. Let me know where you're listening from, where you're watching from. It's been very interesting doing this. I got to tell you, I've been having a good time doing this. I'm having a good time building up my audience, having you guys come and know that this is something that we can do together, a little something we can share, reclaim our time a little bit, some of it back, just a little bit of it, and take us through the rest of the day. So here's how we do this. What we do to start off, we want to just do a little breathing. And how we do that is we take just a short breathing exercise. We do an inhale at the count of 4, and we hold it for a few seconds. And then we exhale. We hold that a few seconds. And then we'll do that again. We do it a few times. We kind of shake off a little bit of that early anxiety. Get some of that off of us. I see I got someone in here. We got one person watching. Okay. If you don't mind, put in the comments, and let us know where you are checking us out from. Where you from? Are you from South Carolina, Float Town, Darlington, South Carolina, anywhere in the PD, North Carolina? I don't know. You could be anywhere. Let us know where you're from. Hit us up and let us know. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take our time and we're going to go ahead and do our breathing exercise. So if you'd like to take it a little bit further, what I'd like you to do is just close your eyes. You can put your hand on your heart, feel your heartbeat. And let's start our breathing. Inhale to the count of 4. Hold that a few seconds. Exhale. And hold that a few seconds. We're going to inhale again to the count of 4. Hold that a few seconds. Exhale at the count of 4. Hold a few seconds. Let's do it one more time. Inhale to the count of 4. Hold that a few seconds. And let's exhale. If you had your eyes closed, why don't you put a smile on your face before you open your eyes? How does that feel? Yeah? Yeah. I'm feeling pretty good. I hope you are as well. I see we got Miko Pickett in the house. She's in the house from Mullins, South Carolina. If you don't know Miko, you need to follow her as well online. Someone who does so many great things. I hope you're feeling good today. It is Feel Good Friday. Yes, it is. And we're going to get this thing going. Because it is Feel Good Friday, I want to ask you guys something. Because this is what we need to find out. What are some of the things that we are really doing to feel good? Because I think life should be fun. We're supposed to enjoy it. There's just so many things that are going on and many things that are coming at us. The fun that we have, it seems we have to make it very intentional, you know? And like having fun is essential to our well-being, and there are endless ways for us to have fun and enjoy ourselves. We could be out here trying new activities, spending times with our friends and loved ones. Those are things that immediately come to my mind. But there are like many ways for us to have a good time, many ways for us to have fun. So I want to know, like, what are some of the things that you guys do for fun? I think we should explore and share some tips and share some ideas. I think we should do that. Maybe we can discover some new ways of having fun, new ways of enjoying ourselves in that free time, when we kind of let our hair down. For me personally, one of the things that I do in terms of fun for me kind of has to start from a place of I want to feel relaxed. I like feeling relaxed, you know what I mean? And so one of the things I do is kind of like what we just did. I practice a breathing. You might practice meditation. You may practice yoga. I like to take warm baths, you know. And then I get into those fun things. I start getting into some of my hobbies. I like reading. I like listening to music. Those are some of my things. I like talking to good people. You know what I mean? Talking to good people. And speaking of talking to good people, I've got a good person in here that we're going to talk to and have a little chat with today. I've got Charlene McKnight. She's here to join me today. How you doing, Charlene?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing really well. Charlene is from Forgiving Hearts. She is the CEO, the founder. She's also an educator, and we're here to chat a bit. Did you take the breathing exercise with us?
I sure did. I
How did
needed
that
it.
make you feel?
I needed it. It just made me feel a good sense of release, and it was perfect timing.
All right, all right, all right. Well, I don't know if you've got an opportunity to kind of catch what I've been doing here. This is really, really new. And I thank you again for coming in. I've had a full week of doing it. And I tell you, I think this might be one of my new fun things, Uh, doesn't require a lot. I just want us to be able to shake off a little bit of that early part of the day and kind of, refresh and recalibrate for the rest of the day. So we do the breathing, we share a good message. Like within the first 15 minutes, I hope that we can at least get people to a state of relaxation and share a good little nugget with them that they can take throughout the day.
I love it.
So I tell you what you got for me? Talk to me.
So I love this concept, Tanya. And you're not a stranger to great concepts and delivery. So this is just awesome. And I think that it is much needed. And I get why it's probably going to be, or if it's not already, one of your favorite things, because I can tell it'll be mine. Because as an educator, as you mentioned, you do need those moments of relief. And so even though I may not be able to catch it while you're live, I now know that this is something that I can use to have a moment to myself when I do get a break. So
Mhm.
when you were speaking about things that you enjoy, things you do to relax, things you do to feel good, I begin to think about myself. And I always say this, and I know that in many cases it may be a cliche, or the politically correct answer for someone who serves in the role in which I do, but it is my truth. And so for me, serving makes me feel good. It's the organic service for me.
Right.
Okay. It's the service where, I can't wait to get out there, because I know I'm going to see maybe some familiar faces, some new faces. And then, they've been waiting for me to pop back up in their community, and
Right.
they want to tell me what's been going on in their life. So it's the service for me. And one of the things that I always tell people is that it's the service sometimes in small ways that has the biggest impact. Now, of course, there are some large ways of giving that obviously has a huge impact, but it's those small things sometimes that has the biggest impact in ways in which we don't even know it. So when we think about serving and doing good, which usually makes us feel good, we tend to attach some type of monetary value to that. And it could be, but it could also be those small things like Tanya giving us the opportunity to sit down and breathe, giving us that reminder, me giving someone the opportunity to vent and keeping
Mhm.
it between us, giving
Right.
someone a smile, or whatever that person may need, because our needs are different. But when we have a need and that need is met, we are genuinely grateful for it, especially if you are a grateful person and not someone who takes things for granted. And
Absolutely.
and so for me, serving makes me feel good. Now,
Yeah.
I'm a human being. So serving takes labor and lots of thought and planning and effort in most cases. So eventually I do need to stop and slow down myself. And so I'll be tuning in when I can to you and listening on the replay when needed. But self-care makes me feel good.
Yeah.
And sometimes
Absolutely.
that's hard for people, especially people who are motivated and love giving so much.
Right.
And as I
Right, right,
shared
right.
with you before we got live, I'm actually in a self care portion of my day. My job has these self care days built into our calendar. When they release us early, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to leave anything behind. If you've done and met your duties for the week, on this day at this particular time, leave. Go home,
Wow.
go wherever you need to go, and take care of you. So when I say this is perfect timing, it is perfect timing.
Awesome. I tell you what, Miko came in earlier and she's joined us here on the podcast. And she's a big giver as well. You guys do so much that just deserve, that applause. And I see in here one of the things that she says that she likes to do for fun is travel for sure. And that's something that people often do for fun, and if you get that opportunity to do that, I mean, that's a really great thing.
It
But
is.
I want to get back to something that I heard you mention here. You said that you actually have self-care on the calendar. It's like built into your
It
calendar, into
is.
this particular work day.
Yes, it is. It is. And so it literally is that. It is that on paper. It is built in our calendar as an early release day for self-care. And I appreciate that. COVID has led us to see the importance of many things. And this is one of those things for us, realizing that, okay, everybody is a human being. And if you didn't realize it before, because I know sometimes we walk into doors when you're employed to do something, and you may just be perceived as a worker and come in and work and work and work and work and work. And so having your employer, having people, having organizations, having them realize, hey, we want our people to do a great job. We want them to continue to serve in whatever way they are called to serve. And so
Right.
that means we need to allow them to have moments to just focus on them, where they don't have to use their personal time. They don't have to use paid time off
Right.
or a sick day. We want to show them that we care. So it is literally that on the calendar where you get to
Wow.
leave as it is self-care wellness day. Yeah. Yeah.
That is so awesome.
It is. And I wish that more and more people would do that, because it is so important. And it shows more than you just saying you care about your
Right.
faculty, you care about your employees. It's one of the ways that you can show that you really care. Of course, there are other ways, but this
Right.
definitely for me shows, okay, I
Right.
appreciate you. You see me, you see us. Thank you.
Right. Cece says, keeping up with C. She says, I love that. And and
Yes.
and I gotta say, I love that. And I feel like that's something that we need to do ourselves. Some of us who are entrepreneurs and creators and business owners, I think we could take a little something from that and say, you know what? I need to schedule. I need to put it on the calendar, just like every other thing
Yes.
I book and calendar and schedule for myself. Let me schedule some self time, and
Yes.
that is what this is.
It
That is what
is.
this is for me. And I
Yes.
just wanted to see who could I have like come in and join me on this, like, because I got to tell you, I got to be honest with you. I was a little hesitant about doing this because I was like, uh, it could sound a little woo woo, you
Right,
know,
right.
it's not going to be very interesting to a whole lot of people. You know, there are people who are just not going to vibe with hearing people talk, even if it's just for a few minutes. And
Mhm.
definitely, I didn't know how they would feel, starting out and closing out the show with, okay, are these chicks really on here talking about they breathing? So I was like, people gonna be like, well, what's going on with Miss Tanya out here lately?
Hey, but I love it because listen, we say it all the time, okay, just breathe, breathe, calm down, breathe. And
Hmm.
so we know the importance of it, and sometimes we just don't practice it when we're not in those moments of just being angry, or if we're not an avid yoga or a meditator. But it's something that we all do, even when we don't realize it. We know the importance when we're angry. So it's like it can help you even prevent from getting to a certain level of aggravation or anger if you just go ahead and incorporate it in your day. It can
Right,
help keep you centered, and it may not do it for everyone. Everyone has maybe different skills and
right.
coping skills, things that may work for them. But for the majority of people, I'll tell you this, I'll do it all the time. I'll count ceiling tiles, whatever is
Absolutely.
needed to like center me very quickly, bring me back. And breathing, it does help me.
It does. I mean, even to stop you from making a
Mhm.
quick emotional reaction to something that,
Yes.
may not warrant you really
Mhm.
getting overly upset about. If you just
Yes.
kind of, you know what? Let me not react right now. Find some
Yeah.
way to center yourself just for a few
Yes.
seconds.
Take that moment. Take that moment.
Just for a few, because like you said, some people may do meditation, may do yoga, and my hope is that um, just accepting just a small breath work, which is nothing really too much, in my opinion,
It's not.
it might make you explore breath work a little bit more and find out like how much you can gain from it if you take it to another level. It may make you explore meditation. It may make you explore yoga. Believe it or not, I very recently just took my first yoga class.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'd
How was
never
it for
done.
you?
Listen, it was so awesome. I went to the Whole Space and Garden,
Uh-huh.
Jarrell,
Yes.
and it was awesome. To be honest, I didn't think I could do yoga.
Right.
Even though I'm an active enough
Uh-huh.
person, I
Yes, you
just
are.
didn't think my body was gonna do some of the stuff that I saw, just from the outside
Yeah,
looking in. I'm like, "You know
yeah.
what? I'm not gonna be able to do all of that." But she puts you in an environment, in a space that is welcoming, that is calming, and she guides you, so I enjoyed it. I'm definitely going back, so I'm gonna take it a little bit more serious, for real.
Awesome. I love that. I love that.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so keeping up with C, she says, I love yoga with Jay, for sure. I love her to death. Great, great person, and she provides a great space for you. Yoga is not easy. It's not. Miko. And she said, yoga's not easy, LOL. Now,
Right.
I told you I took my first yoga class. Now, the part I didn't tell you is this. I did not, because she had me feeling so relaxed
Mm-hmm.
that I didn't realize
All the
how
muscles.
much
Mm-hmm.
I was doing.
Yes.
Girl,
Yes.
the next day,
I bet you were sore.
muscles was hurting in places that I didn't know was going to be hurt. I was like, wait a minute.
I knew you were going there with that. Yeah.
I was like, why do I feel like this? Like, I needed to have some type of warning. I didn't know. My body was like, whoa. I felt like I'd gone to the gym.
Right. Right.
Serious. I really, really
Yeah.
did. So not only did I enjoy it, but I definitely have a newfound respect because I
Right.
didn't realize it was working my body quite that much. I really didn't. I
That's
tell you what,
awesome.
I also like you've given me some things to think about, and I was happy to hear that you've got this scheduled self-care time.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any particular message or a particular quote that inspires you? Any one of those things that just might come to mind that you could share with somebody that just could maybe uplift someone?
Yeah, I have two quotes that I love. One I've loved since I was very, very young. I think I was probably in college, and I don't even know if it's credited to anyone, but it has the sentiments of don't let what you cannot do stop you from doing what you can do. Don't let what you cannot do stop you from doing what you can do.
Ooh,
And I love that because if you keep doing what you can do, eventually what you thought you couldn't do, you will have done.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow.
And that one has always stuck with me in my life when I felt like I was in a space that may have been bigger than me, or tackling a task that just seemed impossible. Okay, calm down, breathe, as I said, and then figure out what you can do. What part of this can you do? And
Absolutely.
eventually, if you keep doing the part that you can do and do the next part that you can do, when you look up, you will have completed the task.
Absolutely. I agree. I agree with C. She was like, "Whoo, that's a
Yes,
good one." It
yes.
it definitely is. That is a good one because so many times, we can get wrapped up into thinking like, "You know what? I don't know if I'm going to be able to accomplish that.
Right,
I don't know if that's going to work." And if we do that every time, you're right, there's just so much that we won't get done
right.
because this particular thing that I'm doing here where we're not even showing faces, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
What I enjoy about this, and this isn't an idea that I newly had, but one that I've newly implemented. And I could have had myself in that same situation because I could do it,
Right.
but I wasn't doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I kept putting it on I'm like, "Nah, that sounds kinda crazy, we just got
Right,
some talk
right,
bubbles here, what's going on?" You know?
right.
what are people going to think about it? So even though some people have been giving me some nice compliments about it, I'd share this to say that even when we see people who are doing things that we may not do or that kind of looks good to us or whatever the case may be, they too have, insecurities. I am a
Right.
person as well,
Yes.
you know?
Yes.
And so that's where I was with it. But I wanted to, the reason why I like this particular format, and I've done it for a week now, is because I feel like it offers people an opportunity just for that few minutes
Right.
to share. It doesn't matter where they're at. You could be in your car, you can be at your desk. It doesn't matter what your lighting situation is. You don't have to have on your hair and makeup. Girl,
Exactly.
I'm sitting
Exactly.
here right now with a ball cap on, just sitting
Right.
here at my little messy desk a little bit. And I said, at 12 o'clock, I got to hit that live,
That's right. That's
you
right.
know? And it just feels great. I'm glad I get to do this. So when I tell you that I thank you for sharing your time, because everybody doesn't have to share that time. But my hope was that with this particular format, it would be a little bit easier for people to say, yeah,
Yes.
I could do that. I could share my voice.
Absolutely. And I love the concept. I love it. And so when you reach out to me, and thank you, by the way, for the invitation, I was like, oh, that's super cool. That is dope. Because, like you said, it does remove, even on both ends, for the person participating, but also for those viewing, it lets you focus more on what is being said instead of what we tend to do as human beings, because many times we're very visual people. And so you're taking out the process where we're like examining everything about the person,
Right.
because we're thinking about it like, I want to, look a certain way, but then people also are assessing you based on how you look, so it takes that
Yeah,
away, and you're just focusing on what is being said.
you're right. Because
Just
I'm gonna
soak
tell you
that
something.
in.
Right. Let me tell you something funny. I was doing a podcast, uh, and somebody came in through the chat and was like, "Wow, your plants look healthy." I was like, "My goodness, we are up here having a whole conversation." Okay,
Wow,
they
yes.
all in the background, all in the background
I
talking
love
about I
it.
have some healthy looking plants,
Oh,
and
but I love it. Oh, goodness, the plant.
okay. I was like, "What in the world?" And Imma just put the person on blast because, he's a funny guy. He's a funny guy, and we all love him here locally. It was Voodoo.
I knew you were gonna say
It was
Voodoo.
Voodoo. I'm like, "You know what, Voodoo?" I couldn't even respond to Voodoo. All I could do was laugh. He was like, "Wow,
Oh, your plants look
you got some
healthy.
healthy looking plants." But you're right, that just drives home the point
Yeah,
that people are looking at so many different things. They're
right,
looking at what's going on in the background. And when you accept to be a guest, and even when you accept to take Zoom call meetings, because
right,
COVID has changed that, you really are thinking about, okay, what do I have in the background?
right. You
How
are.
does my lighting look?
Mm-hmm.
What do I have on?
Right.
This takes all of that away.
It does. It
Just takes
does.
right, takes all of that away. All right. I tell you what I want to do. Uh I want to know if there's someone watching who might be celebrating a birthday. Who's celebrating a birthday, or if you know someone who's celebrating a birthday, I hope that we can get into, I want to work within this particular space, just giving people like a little birthday shout out. Let people know you can jump in and tell somebody you love happy birthday, you know. And I want to start it off. I don't know this person, but since we're giving some birthday shout outs and it is Women's History Month, so I want to let me add this into the stream. Today is Jasmine Guy's birthday. Did you guys know that? You remember Jasmine Guy? She's celebrating her birthday today. She was born today in 1962. Okay. Ooh, girlfriend is That puts her at about what, 61? Okay. Y'all remember Whitley? I know you do. So let's give some birthday wishes out to someone who's been just a part of our lives. We grew up with her. We're going to give her some of that love and birthday energy. Also, another actress that we all pretty much know, Sharon Stone. She's celebrating a birthday today. I don't know if you guys know who Sharon Stone is. You should if you are of a particular age, like myself. We're going to give her some birthday love, sending out a birthday shout out, and birthday vibrations. So those are a couple people that we're telling happy birthday to today. Yes, yes, indeed. If you got somebody that you'd like to tell happy birthday, you can go ahead and send us a comment and let us know it is birthday time. CC just sending out the happy birthday vibrations to whoever might be listening in the replay, might just be a little shy, doesn't really want to come in on the chat. So we're sending y'all all of this birthday love and energy and good vibrations. Charlene,
I'm here.
yes. So we did a little breath work coming in.
Yes.
We shared a little good info.
Mm-hmm.
We know we've got to take time and have some fun for ourselves.
That's right.
What you gonna do this weekend to have a little fun?
This weekend, well, I actually started my fun yesterday. I went to see Creed last night.
Oh
And
wow.
yeah, I went to the late show. It's about 9:50. So of course the movie didn't really get started till about 9:15, 20. Um, but it was a really good movie. So that was super fun for me because I do love going to the movies.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out with some friends. We have a meeting, and the best thing about meetings in many cases is the after meeting where you can go get something to eat and sit and now catch up with each other now that you've handled the business. So
Right.
that is going to be super exciting for me as well. Seeing my sister and all that good stuff is always fun.
All right. All right. Super, super, super good. I saw Creed. When did it come out? Last weekend?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I saw it the first night that it was open. My daughter and I went to go see it. Good, 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 good
I know,
movie.
I've seen y'all have been moving. I saw your post. I think you went to see Jill. I said, look at them. I
Yeah.
love Jill. When I saw her too, she was fabulous.
Oh wow.
I
And
love
and
a good
those
show.
yeah, and those are the type of things that you do for
Yes,
fun, you know?
exactly. Yes.
Those are some of the let your hair down, don't have to care
Mm-hmm.
about too much. Get out here and do something and enjoy yourself?
It's those moments, I think, when you can just enjoy, like you said, the moment when you just exist, when you can forget about all the other responsibilities, even if it's just for 2, 3 hours, and just exist and appreciate the moment that you're in. And so, whenever I have a good concert or a good movie, literally it's like you're so into it. If it's really really good, you're so into it and you're like, oh wow, that was awesome. Now you might end up having to go right back to the task at hand afterwards,
Right.
but you appreciated and lived in that moment and created memories with whomever you may have attended with, or whomever you will later then discuss it with. And I just think it's fabulous. So that's why I appreciate entertainers so much. Imagine life without entertainers.
Nope. I don't wanna do it.
Don't
I
want
don't
to do
wanna
it.
I don't wanna
I
imagine that.
know. It's like one of those things on social media where they say you got to get rid of one. I'm always in the comments like, nope, not even
Nope.
playing that game with y'all today. Can't do it.
I'm not getting rid of nothing and nobody.
Exactly.
Yes, yes, yes. I have enjoyed this conversation.
I
I
have
think
to.
anybody who's got an opportunity to just let it be a lightweight conversation. We're not pushing anything. Uh, it's not a heavy topic. It could be, but it doesn't have to be. We can just
Right.
talk sometimes. It's TGIF. It's Friday. Everybody says TGIF, right?
Right.
They're down with the thank God it's Friday. Well, some years ago, Kamora Lee Simmons, I saw her make a post. I think I've shared this before, but I just love it. So I could tell you this story every Friday. I could share it. But she said TGIF. She said, for me, that stands for thank God I'm fabulous. And I
Yes.
love that. We should
Yes.
feel fabulous. We should treat ourselves fabulously, you know?
Yes.
And that's what I
Yes.
want us to do. All right, girl. Well, we're gonna get on out of here. We're gonna breathe it out, and then we're gonna let people go and enjoy themselves, kind of relax a little bit, enjoy their lunch, have some good digestion because they're not, under high anxiety or stress, and then go enjoy the weekend. All
Sounds
right?
great. Sounds
Oh,
fabulous.
all right, all right, all right. Well, you guys, we had a wonderful, wonderful guest, Charlene McKnight, for Giving Hearts. Does so many things in the community. I hope you guys will take an opportunity to look her up. She's on all of the things. She's on IG, and there's so many great ways that she allows you to come in and share and be giving. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna breathe this thing out. And here's how we do it. We're gonna breathe to the count of 4. Then we're gonna hold it a few seconds. Then we're gonna exhale. We're gonna hold a few seconds. We're gonna do that a few times. And if you just want to upgrade that just a little bit, you can close your eyes. And you can put your hands over your heart. Just kind of feel your heartbeat. Feel yourself, the center of yourself. You're doing this for you. I'm certainly doing it for me. So let's start. We're going to inhale to the count of 4. Hold it a few seconds. Now exhale. Hold that a few seconds. Let's inhale again. Hold a few seconds. Exhale that. Hold a few seconds. One more time. Let's inhale to the count of 4. Hold a few seconds. Now let's exhale. If you had your eyes closed, I asked you to try this. Smile before you open your eyes. And open them whenever you're ready. How's that feel? I hope you feel great because I certainly enjoyed you. I certainly enjoyed the entire week. I had some wonderful guests this week. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank CC Mullins for coming in on Monday. Shannon Ivy was with us on Tuesday. Janice Green was with us on Wednesday. And I talked to about 2 or 3 or 4 of you yesterday. And today we had Charlene McKnight. So I want you guys to go ahead and have your lunch. Get right back out there and enjoy the day to the very best of its fullest potential. All right? One love, y'all. Poetry, lifestyle, media, 'cause that's what I do.